Hi, my name's Natasha. Thank you for stopping by. I have put together this video today for anyone who is maybe new to yoga or maybe doesn't have too much time on their hands. So I'll take you through a 15-minute flow of sun salutation. We'll tap into breath, a little bit of a warm up, and then get into it. So get yourself set up on a mat anywhere you have some space and get yourself comfy. Maybe you'd like to put some music on or light an incense or a candle. So just take your time to do that if you haven't already, and we'll begin. So find yourself seated however you comfortably sit. Maybe that's cross-legged. Maybe that's even up on your knees like this. And we can make ourselves more comfortable here with a bolster underneath the seat between the heels. Or if we've chosen to sit cross-legged, maybe you'd like to try elevating the hips, popping a cushion or a block underneath your seat. So just starting to settle into that comfortable seat of yours. Maybe your hands fall on the lap. Perhaps they fall at the heart to begin, wherever they fall. We start by closing down the eyes when you feel safe to do so. And connecting to your breath. Inhale through the nose. And we can clear the exhale out the mouth. We can do this a couple of times. While we are here, while we are connecting to breath, start to connect to other parts of your body. Maybe where you can send a deeper breath. Maybe where you can ask to soften just a little more. Is that your feet? Can we send a breath there? On your seat. We can feel our spine nice and tall here. With the front belly soft, the shoulders soft. Maybe we send an extra breath to the face, the jaw, in between the eyes and the top of your head. Just allowing the whole body to find its way here onto your mat, into this moment. As we inhale and exhale, we arrive. And while you're here in this space, connecting to breath and body, maybe a little seed of intention finds its way to you. Why you've come here, and what you're here for, and what you're here to call into your life, perhaps release. Just take a few extra breaths to really settle into your intention, showing up. Continuing to grow the crown of your head taller. We tuck our chin slightly. If your hands aren't already there, joining them at heart center. We take one full cleansing breath here together to set and seal any intentions you may have made, I may have made, or the collective may have dropped in for us today. We take a deep inhale through the nose. Clearing exhale out the mouth. And bow your head Namaste. Have a beautiful practice today. When you feel ready, starting to feel and find your way over into a tabletop position. We stack our shoulders and our wrists, our hips and our knees. And our knees are somewhere hip width distance apart. Maybe a little wider might feel nice for you. We spread the fingertips nice and wide here. And perhaps tucking the toes under or not. Tops of the feet can be flat. With your next inhale, just dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, finding our cow pose. And as we exhale, we round through the spine, tuck the chin and the tailbone right underneath. Really, really extend from the back of the heart. Next inhale, we drop the belly, lifting the gaze, shining the heart through, the throat through. Starting to warm up the spine here and follow your breath. Maybe you feel like rocking. Maybe you feel like inviting in any other movement from this point, whether that's rolling the hips around, rolling the head. We can just use these next few moments to connect with where the body wants to go without thinking too much. Just feeling here with your breath. Continue to stay connected with the breath. Maybe you even find your Ujjayi breath from this point. You can seal the lips and create a restriction in the back of the throat. Makes the breath audible. Or maybe you're happy just breathing in and out the nose and the mouth. We'll take just a few more breaths here from our cat-cow or however you've grown this today. And we slowly, slowly return our way back to center, back to a centered place. Stacking those shoulders and wrists again, making sure the fingertips are spread nice and wide. This time we will tuck the toes if they're not already there, and start to grip into the tops of the fingers and the knuckles. And start to notice how the strength wants to build up the forearms, the shoulders. And while we're here, we start to engage the core and pull the belly button back towards the spine, extending the crown of the head out, lengthening the spine here. We take one breath in, and as we exhale, just lift and hover the knees just a little bit, turning the body on. We take one more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Straighten the legs. The knees can stay bent as you need them to be for now. As we just gently, gently pedal out here. From our downward facing dog, we're aiming to lift the sit bones to the sky. We're aiming to wrap the shoulders down the back and chest pressing towards the thighs. We can release the head. We can pedal the feet out. Maybe you're transferring the weight one foot to the other. Or maybe you'd like to try this with me. We can take an inhale and reach up to both tippy toes. And as we exhale, press both heels closer to the mat. However you've chosen to walk your dog, we remain in our breath. And we'll take one more beautiful breath in and out. Next inhale, gazing forward between your hands so you can see where you're going. Exhale, we step as many times as you need to arrive at the top of your mat in a fold. Knees can remain bent. Top of the body can rest on the thighs here if we need. And we can just hold on to elbows, or maybe your palms want to find their way to your lower back, and we Stretch the arms overhead here. This can sometimes feel really, really nice. Keep letting the crown of the head release and transferring the weight foot to foot. Keep breathing. If the hands are behind, we're dropping them to the back and releasing them to the earth here. Next inhale, we find our halfway lift position. So starting to flatten the lower back here. Extend the crown of the head. Hands can come to shin or knees, or maybe we even send them all the way behind us. And we take one more breath in. Exhale, we fold forward, fold back to the mat. Next inhale, we will rise all the way to standing. Press into both feet evenly, back to the legs. And we rise with the hands above the head and exhale the hands into the heart space. Just notice yourself here. Notice your breath. Remind yourself of your intention. Before we start moving again, checking in with the feet. Toes spread nice and wide. Inner arches pulling up. Kneecaps activated. And we tuck the tailbone underneath and flatten out our lower back here. Engage the core and drop the shoulders. Take one more breath and inhale. Arms reach high, fingertips face one another. Exhale, we fold through with our flat back, our core engaged. Forward fold. Inhale, we halfway lift. Extend the crown of the head and pull the shoulders down the spine. As we exhale, come to plant the hands on the earth, fingertips spread wide, bend the knees a little and step back into a plank. Maybe you'd like to drop your knees. Maybe you'd like to stay high. We take an inhale to shift forward, grip into the fingertips, keep extending the crown. As we exhale, we'll lower all the way down to the mat. Keep hugging the elbows in at the body. And from the ground, we set up for our baby cobra. Big toes together, come behind you to touch. We zip up the knees. We engage the pubic bone onto the mat, the belly button too. Take an inhale and your chest starts to peel up. Shoulders hugging together behind you, maybe hands hovering just a little. One more breath here as we press the feet into the earth. Exhale, come to press the hands, tuck the toes, and we start to find ourselves floating back to a downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath when you get there. And check in with your adjustments. Are we wrapping the shoulders down the back? Are we pressing the chest towards the thighs? Are we bending the knees if it's difficult for us to send the sit bones high? We take one more breath here, really grip into those fingertips, take some weight out of the wrists. Next inhale, we're gazing forward and we can hop, step or jump all the way up to the top of the mat and fold over the legs. Release the head. Next inhale, find your halfway lift. Straightening the spine, tabletop position with the back, shoulders pulling down. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Press into the feet. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Our eyes can be closed, our gaze can be open. However you choose to be right now is perfectly perfect. We extend through the crown of the head. Take an inhale, let the arms come all the way up. And keep reaching back behind you, a beautiful stretch for the front body. We can exhale, fold through, flat back, hands meet at heart. From here, inhale, halfway lift position. Exhale, we're planting the hands and bending the knees so we can step all the way back into our body. Inhale, prepare your body. Maybe shift your weight so the shoulders and the wrists stack. Keep gripping the fingertips. Take one more breath here, activating those core muscles. Exhale, we release all the way down. Your knees can help you. And we find that baby cobra position again. Toes together behind to touch. Zip the knees. Inhale, peel the chest. Exhale, we press the hands, tucking the toes. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. One more. From our down dog, keep wrapping the shoulders around and down. Take another inhale to look forward, grip the fingers and step all the way to the top. And we inhale, halfway lift. Weight rocks slightly into the toes from here. Pull the belly button to the spine. Exhale, we fold. Releasing the head. Inhale, rise, arms sweep all the way out by your sides. Exhale, hands to heart space. And we'll take that through one more time. When you're ready, closing down the eyes, or not. We inhale, hands reach. We exhale, fold through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, grip the fingers, step the feet back behind you. Inhale, we shift and prepare. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we find the earth, toes together, start to peel the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Take one full breath here. Next inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, stepping through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, hands at heart space. Pause, gather, remind yourself why you're here. We can release the hands down by the side of the body. We can tuck the chin underneath. And as we do, starting to roll through the spine. We'll come all the way down to our mats now. Let this feel nice and juicy. Dripping, dripping, dripping all the way down. Bend the knees. As you do, come to your sit bones. And we'll continue to recline all the way to our mats, maybe using the support of your legs. When we get there, hugging the knees into the heart space. Tucking the chin under a little. And just connecting with the spine on the mat. Rocking gently from side to side. We can let the arms come out by our sides, nice and wide. Palms maybe face up. We take a breath in. As we exhale, we let both knees fall to the left. Inhale, we'll find center. Exhale, both knees to the right. Inhale, find your center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Now wrap your hands around the knees. Bring your chin to your knees too. And we just give ourselves a little cuddle here and thank ourselves for showing up in this moment. And when we're ready, we let everything release back to the earth. Let the legs go long and wide, arms wherever they fall. We find just a couple of breaths for our Savasana, or longer if you have it. Maybe you'd like to pause the video now and join us again. The longer the better, really. We've arrived in our Savasana, letting everything sink to the earth. Maybe taking a cleansing breath from here, deep into the body. And exhale. For your next few breaths, reconnecting to the breath, how the breath moves the body. Reconnecting to any sounds around you, any sensations you may feel. We can find the very tips of our toes, the very tips of our fingers with our mind's eye. And then we can start to find small, gentle movements, just wiggling them out. Wiggle, wiggle. Maybe the ankles and the wrists want to roll from here. Perhaps even the arms want to reach all the way above the head, and we take an inhale. And cleansing exhale. We start to gather the knees. We start to roll over to one side of the body. Rest here for just a moment as well. Head on the bicep. Our fetal pose representing that we can leave behind on the mat today and always anything at all. Anything that doesn't serve your highest and best. Anything that it feels heavy. Anything that keeps you stuck. We can leave it behind. And when we sit up, we can take with us all of the beliefs, all of the ideas, all of the feelings that get us further along on our path. As we sit, we can join our hands at the heart. Maybe they want to go somewhere else onto the body. We keep our eyes closed. We take a cleansing breath here together. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, clear it out. The light in me honors and sees the light within you. I hope you enjoyed your practice. I hope to see you again soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, evening, whatever time you're listening, watching this. Namaste.